Now they're taking our passports away. Apparently they're safe and they're gonna give it back to us after the border. This is the place that I booked the tour with. So you can see there's a logo of TripAdvisor, and this is our little bus taking us from here. So we are very close to the September 23rd park and super close from our hotel. And with this group, we are now departing 7 minutes before time towards the border. The bus was partially filled in, but we had our seat numbers over there. So our seats are booked. As you can see, this is not a sleeper bus. We will spend 6 to 9 hours on it, but the chair unfolds pretty nicely. I tested it already. And in a second, I'm gonna test if there's Wi-Fi. For now, we are filling in the information for visa. So this is what Ulishu is doing right now. But we have until the border to finish. 8 a.m. Last views of Ho Chi Minh City. And welcome Cambodia. Now they're taking our passports away. Apparently they're safe and they're gonna give it back to us after the border. And up they go to this man. We keep an eye on you.
Alright, so here's hers.
And up they went to the little basket. By the way, the company will process the visas for us, and we paid for it directly at the office before we boarded the bus. And this is a little receipt that we got. And now this man will collect it together with our passport. So do not forget to do it before you board the bus. We are in between borders right now. We just passed the Vietnamese control. That was very, very fast. They collected our passports and the passes, you remember, and then they gave us them back again. And now I think we're approaching the Cambodian entrance, as you can see, and we're gonna exit the bus again. We did it, just put out our small backpacks. No big backpacks were unpacked on the bus. And this is the guy running with our passports to process the visa. Bye, passport. Bye. And we are going to a parking spot because this is where we probably wait for our visas to be processed for some time. Urishu, was it 1.5 hours?
Not yet, but and we're gonna have to get off the bus. We're crossing to Cambodia now. Passport back ahead. We're on the bus again in Cambodia. Cross the border over, and a little bit more on the buses. So you had your passports to the staff here. You also fill out an immigration card, hand all that over, and then you make about maybe 2 or 3 stops while they're completing your visa in your passports. And then they hand them back to you, exchange hands about 10 times, but they're back here, and we're ready to go.
We are maybe 15 minutes away by bus from the Mekong River, and you can still see these areas that are completely underwater. The question is, did the Mekong River get out of the riverbed, or is the water level in the soil rising to the point of causing this local flooding? But you can already see that this is why the houses, all the construction is built on above the ground level, including the street.
We're almost there. We're in Phnom Penh, now we're going to the bus station.
Tell the truth. What were you saying a second ago?
We're a little far from our hotel.
And we have a very unique opportunity because today, and it's a total coincidence, is an anniversary of the king's coronation. So at 7 p.m. there will be fireworks. And this is the bus that we came with. Quite comfortable. And this is where they drop you in front of their other office here in Phnom Penh. And this is another one of our buses. Just a small one. And again, by total coincidence, Uli booked our hotel 10 minutes away from the bus station. So we are slowly heading in this direction.
Welcome to Phnom Penh. We made it to Cambodia. It's our first evening here and we're about to have this delicious meal. two different traditional dishes. Here we have grilled or stir-fried beef with red ants. So this came as a surprise to the two of us. We weren't really sure about this one, but I found one here, and just take a look at this bad boy here. Let's see if you can see that. Wow. And that along with veggies, some beef here, rice, but you also have this other traditional dish. It is steamed chicken in a banana leaf. It looks really yummy. You can still see some of the steam coming out of it. We have our drinks here on the side, but everything here looks really good. I'm gonna try some of I'm gonna mix one of the ants with a little bit of beef here and some of the veggies. Let's give it a try. It's a really nice blend of spices. It's also crunchy. You can taste the vitamins there. And top it up with a little rice. Very yummy. It's different. I never thought I would grab something like this, but definitely recommend it. Let's dig in. And one last thing I forgot to mention about the vitamins in the dish. The red ants have the vitamin C in the dish, but they also have two other uses. In some cases, they're used to heal wounds. So if you have a scratch, they'll place the ants on it to help the wound heal better. The next one is for pregnant people. They will take it in a tea, and it's to purify the body, for protection. So another two uses of red ants. It's our second day in Phnom Penh, and today we're going to do a walking tour of the city. We're going to see things like the Royal Palace, the Silver Pagoda, and everything else that the city has to offer.
And as you can see, it is extremely hot today. The sun is out there, tiny clouds, puffy clouds around, but above us the sun is super, super strong. We are hardly looking around, and sunglasses are mandatory. We're currently standing on the rooftop of our hotel. And we may also expect crowds because, as you recall, yesterday was the anniversary of the king's coronation, and apparently people have a day off today, so they may want to visit the city as well. But this is also something to witness, so we're really excited.
Let's go have lunch first, and then we'll continue the walking tour.
And just as you maybe realized, behind is the Mekong River. Let's go to lunch.
Let's go.
As we promised, first things first, lunch. And we're going to talk about budget a little bit as well, because yesterday when we grabbed dinner, we were surprised to first see every single price in dollar, and then the dinner being actually quite expensive. We paid $20. This is the highest amount we ever paid for food in Southeast Asia, and we didn't even go to a fancy schmancy restaurant, or we think so. So today we'll start paying a little bit more attention, and we start with this local restaurant very close to our hotel. And we have here vegetarian amok. So amok, once again, just like we had it yesterday, but this time a vegetarian option. We'll see what changes in here with just plain rice. And Uli grabbed fried rice with egg. And this is where we are wondering, because this actually looks especially close to nasi goreng, so maybe this is actually not local cuisine, but just a variation of cuisines of Southeast Asia. So we just arrived to Cambodia, and we have so much to learn about this country, and we starting from food. So let's dig in. Remember, spoon and fork again. Delicious. I think I actually preferred this vegetarian option than the chicken we had yesterday. We have carrots and probably onion and a cabbage and spices. This dish is absolutely delicious and very, very hot. This was just taken out from the oven. Let's dig in.
We didn't end up visiting the Royal Palace today. It's a little too late in the afternoon. But we may stop by tomorrow morning to check it out. Now take a look at this park. It's right next door to the palace and it's quite big. We're currently in Wat Batum Park and we just realized that the building we saw on the way is actually the Supreme Court. We just arrived in Phnom Penh from Vietnam yesterday, and it's curious to see a statue, the one right behind me, representing the friendship between Cambodia and Vietnam. They had many years of conflict, especially during the revolution, and this statue is supposed to represent the years of peace and friendship that are to come.
And this is our first sunset in Cambodia, or as much as we can see through the skyscrapers and housing.
We're now standing on the street facing the statue of Sihanouk Norodom, Cambodia's former king, as well as the Independence Monument, which commemorates Cambodia's independence in the 20th century. But we're gonna head in this direction, toward the statue of Samdech Chun Nat. Behind us, you'll see the buildings for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the National Assembly. You can also find a statue for Samdech Chun Nat, a Cambodian monk who contributed to the preservation of the Khmer language, its history and identity.
Today was exhausting. The heat was absolutely overwhelming, so we had to shorten our walking tour, but we still seen a little bit. I hope you could see it in our video. And now it's nearly 7 p.m. and it's time for dinner. We want to go to bed early, so tomorrow we can start early as well to avoid the heat. And surprise, surprise, we opted for a dish or for cuisine that we know already, and we missed a little bit. And we are eating in a warung today. Nasi goreng and mi goreng, our favorites from nearly 2 months ago. And now we're gonna try the Cambodian version of them. I missed that.